Hello everyone, this is Lola Samurai. Welcome back to more Rwanda Lakefront Academy Football Manager 2020. We got sort of an update video today because we're actually going to do a league match, something we don't do too often. We're actually going to play against APR, who we haven't faced in a while. So, on the series anyways. And on the recorded episodes anyways, we have faced them every season we faced them twice obviously. But let's talk about, let's talk about the intakes, just quickly, just before I forget. We didn't get a good intake again, but we got one very good center back. I believe we put him in the first team. Where is he? Niigena. This guy, my assistant doesn't rate him too highly, but I think he's very good. I think while a bit limited, he has the stats he needs defensively. The only downside is he's a bit short and his jumping reach isn't great. So that's the only downside. But otherwise, I think he's going to have a very important role in the rotating the squad. At least for now, because we have very good defenders at the moment. He's the only one really worth mentioning about because he's the only one who really has any chance of getting near the first team. The other thing is we actually made the group stages for a third time in a row. The reason I didn't show the other rounds is because we got possibly the easiest draw we could have gotten. We got two half-a-star teams from Africa. We got one from Seychelles, which we won comfortably 5-0, 6-0. And this team, I believe, is from Guinea-Bissau. Yeah, okay. I thought they were from Sao Tome and Principe, but no, they're from Guinea-Bissau. We didn't win this one as comfortably, but it was still very comfortable. Like, we had no problem winning this one. So we're back in the group stage. I didn't feel like there's any point in recording me just battering them. And instead I decided to record a game against APR, which we hadn't done in a while. So, yeah, the groups we got is Cotton Sport, Tunis, and Pyramids. Three teams. I don't think we've ever played against Tunis. I don't think we've ever beaten Pyramids. In Cotton Sport, we've played quite a few times. We've lost more times than we beat them, but I know they're winnable. So those are the three sides we're facing. I think this is slightly more accessible than the last two groups we got. So I think this year, I'm going to aim for a final this year. I know it sounds a little bit far-fetched, but the teams I'm seeing here, the only considerable threats that I see are Sundowns and Kaiser Chiefs. FS Stars somewhat, because FS Stars are all South African as well. But other than that, I don't see many significant threats here that will knock us land. I know we have stand zero chance against. So that is like Wydad's not here, for example. I see Al Hilal Omdurman and Racing Club Niger made it. So this is going to be a more accessible Champions League. Although I'm not going to count my chickens. I'm going to just go do my best to see how far I get. But my aim this year is the final. I'm going to do my best to try and get there. And if we're in the final, I'm obviously going to want to win it as well. But I'll be satisfied with just that. So let's see how we that sounds so Tim Pot. Like being satisfied with the final but losing it, being satisfied if you lost it. Sounds really Tim Pot. But basically, I'm going to aim for a final, maybe win it if we can. But it's going to be a matter of see how far you can get and see if you're happy with it. The furthest we've made it so far is semifinal. So of course, when I aim for one step further and see what happens from there. But obviously we have to get there first. So we'll cross the bridge when we get there. And what else I was going to show? I don't remember the other thing. Oh well, we lost one significant player actually. Not okay. What the heck am I doing? We actually lost. We lost Ali Barori right before I was able to sign him on a full-time deal. He unfortunately didn't accept and went to Saudi Arabia, or this is Qatar, I think. Pretty sure this team is from Qatar. No, they're from Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I thought it was from Qatar because of the colors, but yeah, he went to Saudi Arabia, and yeah, that's where he's going to be playing for now. I don't think we'll bring him back ever, to be honest. I think that's his time done at the club. Because, like I said, I'm reluctant to sign new players with the save. Not new players, but like returning players as well. I'm reluctant to sign anyone, just because of the fact that I'm playing in front of people who can watch it, and I don't want any wrong ideas here. So I could do it theoretically; it's part of my rules, but I'm kind of reluctant to do it. I did it a lot in my Lesotho save, but I kind of want the save to be a little more natural, if you get what I mean. So I'll only do it if I absolutely must. Like if we lose a player due to a bullshit situation, it's the only time I'll do it. Jump here Simba's actually out for 4 weeks. Now that we've become professional, we're gonna have a lot more injuries, and just because we train every single day now. So yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem, but thankfully we are being pro is excellent because sometimes before Champions League clashes, we weren't able to train just because there were 2 days before another match or 2 days after another match. Sorry. So this is great that we can train every day now, and we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it, and yeah, let me set the squad here. I'm gonna put Indi Kumana instead of Umunjeri. Indi Kumana is developing quite nicely, as you can see. His crossing is 16. He has quite good stats actually. 13 corners, so he's gonna be good in the set piece. His dribbling is not half bad either, so he's a very decent player. I don't know if I'd say he's better than Umunjeri, but at least not yet. Another thing I should mention is we managed to upgrade our youth facility, so we're in the process of upgrading it again because we have the money, so we might as well do it. And yeah, the professional status really helped us. Like I said, we went pro. We officially went pro like right after we won the league. It took us a little bit to officially go professional, but as you saw at the end of the last episode, we are pro. We are going pro. We have gone pro now. So yeah, that is awesome. And yeah, let's get started with this match. I don't want to ramble any longer. I just want to get over a few updates. Let's put in Niigena instead of Strosa, or instead of Big Patrick too. I think while this is a big match, I think this is a match you can win without those guys, especially with a solid center back pairing like Niigena and Strosa. Now, one thing that really pissed me off right before I can start the match, you want to know who APR's manager is? Like last year, APR was struggling and they sacked their manager. Guess who they hired? Our former legend, The Light. I was thinking about hiring for an assistant because it was a sports assistant last time we checked. So I went to The Light's profile and saw he was managing APR. So we're definitely going to want to get one over him just for joining. We still love The Light. He's still a club legend, but we're definitely going to want to get one over him this time just because we wanted to hire him as an assistant and went to APR. So this is definitely one that we're going to want to win. We are more motivated to win it now. All right. I think we should win this comfortably, though. Like, APR are good, but like compared to some of the other teams beat in Africa, we are way better. And one thing I've noticed, we're starting to find our scoring footing as of late. I think last year was the first season I've started to notice that. And this season it's gotten a lot better as well. Like, I know we play some crappy half-star sides in Seychelles and whatnot, but before, like, a few seasons ago, we beat those sides only 1-0. Or we draw one of the games 0-0. Oh, wow, they've actually scored. We draw one of the games 0-0, and then we win the other one 1-0, regardless of how good or bad the side was. Now we're actually scoring, which is awesome. Thierry Simba and Mariposa 4 have got their shit together, and they've started to score a lot more, which is really good. Like, we're creating more chances, even though the midfield is not that good. I think a part of that is due to Unjeri and how do you miss those two chances in Mariposa 4? I think most of that is due to Unjeri just becoming a decent player, and John Clouds and Karangwa having good passing. But other than that, we're getting more of a scoring grip, so that's awesome. Now, as for myself, I've said I've been under the weather the last few days, and I have. I'm finally starting to feel better. I felt really bad earlier today. I had a runny nose and my head was hurting a lot. But after I took a nap and I feel a lot better now. I don't feel as sick. So I'm glad this cold didn't last long. I hope it's over, anyways. Could wake up tomorrow and I could still have it, but it doesn't. I don't feel like I have it anymore. So I'm kind of happy that's gone because recording became really difficult while it was it, and I didn't want to not play a save at the moment because I'm enjoying it a lot. All right, we're on not. I say we put a scoring footing, and we're not doing too well here. We're still losing, and it's almost halftime. Ndikumana, there's Mariposa 4. Simba. He's going to shoot. He's going to shoot from a distance. So this match is currently contradicting everything about this. It's currently contradicting every single thing that was I just said. So yeah, I got a little bit distracted by this quarter, admittedly, but I just put it on the screen so it wouldn't sound All right. Here's a chance. Salimana, who plays way above his stats. Like, this guy has worse stats than Chicago. If you remember Chicago, who was another player who played above his stats, this guy has much worse stats than him. And he doesn't play quite as well as Chicago. There's a goal. He doesn't play quite as well as Chicago, but he plays quite up to the standard. Like, actually, maybe in the league he doesn't play as well, because in the league Chicago got like 20 assists per season. But in Savimana in the Champions League, he put up games against teams he realistically shouldn't be doing well against. Because look at his stats. I'm gonna put it on screen right now. Look at his stats. Those technicals and mentals are horrific. Those physicals are very good, admittedly, but like, what's the point of having good physicals if you can't play? Like, if you have no skill. This guy has no skill, and somehow he just does well against everyone else. And he's 31 years old as well, so he's going to lose some of those physicals at some point. Which makes me wonder if I should put Ndikumana on the left, or on the right, sorry, and then have Umunjeri on the left. Are you either-footed? I think he might be able to play on the left. We'll give it a try, actually. There's also Ndoli as well, who I've been trying to convert to a right midfielder. So there's also him. But he hasn't. He's been very inconsistent there. He's still trying to get used to the position. So, yeah, it looks like we're gonna draw here, barring a late goal. I'm okay with the draw because APR. The point of them is slowing them down. And you know what? As disappointed as I am that we only drew this, for the league, it doesn't really hurt us at all, because we're gonna win most of our games anyways. So yeah, kind of embarrassing that we're going to draw this, if I'm honest, but we'll take it. It's better than a loss, because APR don't back down. They never do. Even now, they still don't back down. So yeah, we couldn't get one over the light, unfortunately, but yeah, we just got to draw. At least we didn't lose. So yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Next time, I think we're going to do a double header, which I haven't done in a while, for the Champions League. And I'm not going to show all the games again. I think I'm going to show the doubleheader, pyramids, and then pyramids again. I think we'll do those in that order. Depends on what game is most important. Like, if we have a qualification game against Tunis, like a game that can officially qualify us, which is unlikely, but if we get to that situation, I'll record that one instead. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So thank you all for watching this Lola Samurai, and I'm signing off. Cheers.